Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. So since the last episode, it hasn't been a whole lot of time, actually, because I wanted to go ahead and jump into what we're going to be doing today. And before we get into that, though, I do want to do a little bit of brewing. I've got some water bottles in here. I went ahead and put some blaze powder in here. We're going to go ahead and make some mundane potions. And, oh yeah, I made this earlier. I didn't have nether wart at the time, so we're going to take this. This is just crushed up diamond with the pestle and mortar, and then you have to smelt it. We're going to go ahead and throw this in there, because we are going to make ourselves some diamond sight potions. Right, or am I missing a step? Not awkward potions. That's a bit of a derp on my part. What we actually need is just sugar or whatever to get this rolling. So, it's mundane potions, not awkward potions. So there's our mundane potions, and then we're going to run this calcinated diamond powder. And this is going to give us diamond sight potions. I don't think there's a way to increase the duration, right? It's 5 minutes. Yeah, and it's going to be 5 minutes. Regardless, so. Okay, so there's those. Let's go ahead and grab them. Those are going to complete a quest for us. And we're going to get an emerald sight potion. We'll go ahead and take that, but I'm not going to use it right now. I'm just going to put it right there. That's a mana regen. And then let's head out. There's a couple other things that we're going to do just to get us ready, and then we're gonna head on out. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves 7, 12. A little bit of that. I'm going to go ahead and make an extra helmet. We will be getting some armor upgrades today as well, but we're going to start off with iron armor, rocking that awesome iron armor. And then let me go ahead and repair our pick. Let me do 2 on that one and 1 on this one. Okay. And then let's pop over. There's one last thing we're going to do. Let's take our blaze spawner. Let's toss that down. I need a few blaze rods. Okay, yeah, that'll be plenty. And we got a blaze head. Oh no, I broke it with my... I broke it with my normal pick and not my silk touch pick. But no use crying over spilt milk. So let's go ahead and get some blaze powder. And we're going to turn these diamond sight potions into a charm of diamond sight. So basically what we can do is we can activate this, and it's going to give us the effect of diamond sight. It's going to last a lot longer, and then in addition, we can do things like making it indestructible, and we can turn it on and off without using a full potion, all at the same time. So that will definitely be handy for us. Now let's pop up. Let's get ourselves. How many of these do I have? I have 4. Okay, I'm going to take 2 of them. And I think the only uses really for these is going to be the archaeologist upgrade, which we're going to get that once we get an archaeologist hat. But at some point we will go out and farm that. But then we can also take these, and this is the purpose of this little overhang here. We can take this out here and we can just right click that on the ground. And I'm going to bring 1 spare with me, just so that if we need to, well, I guess we got the /home. I'm gonna say, because there's been times where I went to Ratlantis and it hasn't made a home portal, so I figure, well, since we have them, we'll bring an extra one with us, but we may not actually need it. But this is gonna build the portal for us. So there we go. Boom. Yeah, don't stand too close to it. And we're going to step through. Oop. Okay, and yeah, actually probably taking off the Charm of Sinking. When you teleport, I've noticed the effects go off. Oh, perfect. One of the things that I was looking for, actually. But probably best that we don't have that charm right now. Because the Ratlantis dimension is filled with water. Lots and lots of water. Okay, so this right here, this is a flying Dutch rat ship. The Flying Dutchman, basically. We are going to climb up right about here. Let me get some of the scaffolding. And there is various And basically, Ratlantis, there's 4 different bosses that we can encounter. Oops, I went too high up. 4 different bosses that we can encounter, and this is actually the site of one of those bosses aboard this ship here. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and actually loot a little bit of this stuff. I'm actually going to take the barrels with me because I use a lot of them for decorating. I'm just going to full loot, I think. And that's one thing that we're going to want. All this ectoplasm is going to be very, very handy. We're going to be jumping aboard these boats every time that we come across them. Actually, while it's night, let's go ahead and do this. Because it's got to be night for us to actually fight this boss. So, let me go ahead and switch this out, and we're going to use a little bit of a trick for this boss. This boss hits extremely hard, so without good armor, he can be a pain, but with Confit Bialdi, he's a joke. So, he's going to fly down. He actually does massive damage. You won't be able to tell using this food, but normally fighting him with like iron armor means he's going to like 2-shot you pretty much. You can see even through the Confit Bialdi him doing a little bit of damage to us. Luckily we have slime boots. And he should summon some ads, right? Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But he has a lot of health, pretty good defense. Does massive damage. But that's okay. Oh, no! That's not really what I was hoping for. I still have 46 seconds. Okay. Ah. Ah. Oh my gosh, really? Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and pop another one of these. Man, climbing back up there can be a pain. Alright. There we go. Okay, so he's down, and you can see we got a flying Dutch rat ship wheel. That's one of the things that we're after. And then we can head on down into the hold of the ship, and there's going to be a lot more loot up here. There's not... Did he not spawn any ads that whole fight? Oh, there was some ectoplasm. We're going to take that. But you can see with Confit Bialdi, bosses are a joke. That boss, way harder than a lot of bosses, especially vanilla bosses like the Wither and stuff, and that's one thing we're after. But armed with Confit Bialdi, we don't have to worry about really anything. Oh, that's nice that we found that here. Let's take that. I'm actually very surprised we found that here, and I'm very, very happy about it. We're going to put this right down here. This is actually very important for us and what we're going to be doing. I actually did a bit of damage to my armor, but that's okay. We're just going to take everything. May as well. That's why I cleaned out my inventory. Most of the drops that we're going to be getting out of here are kind of the same stuff. So it'll all stack up. Oh, getting Phantom Membrane out of here. Also very, very nice. Set this down here. That's actually really important too. Another Ghost Pirate hat. I like it. Because I don't think I got any regular pirate hats from up here. Oh, we got a Trident. Great stuff. And then back in here, what do we got? Okay. Well, let's continue on. That was one of the bosses that I was hoping to find. Alright, so at this point, though, before we continue exploring, since we did find this little cave, we're going to head down. I think we're going to mine for our diamonds in Ratlantis, because generally you're going to find a lot more ores here than in the overworld, so I think this will be a good spot. Plus, there's another material that I would really like to get my hands on from here, actually quite a bit of it, preferably. And there's one of the ores in this dimension, cheese ore. I might actually take some of it with Silk Touch. I don't actually need it, of course, because we have basically endless cheese. Oh. Prismarine down here. Huh. This is like a underwater mine shaft kind of thing. That's neat. I don't have water breathing though, so it's not really worth me delving into there at the moment, I don't think. So we're down to Y16 at the moment. Actually, right here should be good. At this point, let's go ahead, take this, and what we're going to do, we're just going to right-click that. Okay, there's diamond right over there. And there we go. Looks like just a single ore, yeah. We got 2 diamonds. Over here is another really good source of it. And as you can see, if you have blaze powder available, which you do in this pack from the get-go, whether it be fell pumpkins, whether it be potionmaster, whether it be from the nether, it's always better to make your potions into a charm. That way you can kind of use a little bit at a time. It's going to last longer, and you don't have to use it all in one bang. So, quite useful. And that. Okay. Up to 22 diamonds, doing pretty well. This is the other ore that I'm looking for. Orichalcum. Go ahead and grab that. What's going to be the best way to process this? Single ingots. We can't run it through tinkers. Ore purification, we can get 2 ore chunks. So there's a potential way to double it once we get into elemental craft. That's actually a really good reason to get into elemental craft pretty quick, is that. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be able to double it at present. So, and we're going to keep our eyes peeled for any more orichalcum, because we're going to need a bit of that today. Okay, now at this point, I need to mine out a lot of this area to try to find some more orichalcum. So I don't know if there's a orichalcum sight potion. I don't see one. And this stuff is super rare. A lot more rare than diamonds and stuff like that. I don't know if it's actually used for anything in this pack beyond just the rat stuff. Nah, I mean, I'm not really seeing anything, but there is orichalcum seeds though. That actually might be worth going for, because this is gonna take literally forever. So if I can get 4 ingots, I think we're gonna go for that, because I mean, I need lots of this stuff, like lots and lots of it. So yeah, I think we're going to go for the seeds, because just for my sanity. So I mean, really, we could just go rat baron hunting, because he's going to give a little bit. So that's an option as well. I think we'll get, oh, there we go. I think we'll get close to an ingot's worth every time that we kill him. But you can see, I mean, these are like single deposits. Super rare. Oh. We got a feral Ratlantian. These guys actually hit pretty hard, but of course I have my Bialdi up right now, but looks like we got feral rat claws. Awesome. And yeah, I tell you what, we're going to warp on home. I'm going to go dump off everything that we've picked up so far. I'm going to go dump that off. And I think we are probably going to get the rest of our ingots, probably from rat barons. Because we're going to be killing them anyways, so might as well. I am going to get the ore that we do have. I'm going to get that smelting up real quick. And I think for today's stuff, because we're going to be getting just a lot of junk, I had gotten most of my dump chests cleaned up, except for the one over at the temple. But I think I'm going to set up a dump chest for today, just to make this a little bit quicker for us. But yeah, we did really, really well on diamonds in just a short period of time. I'm going to put that up because I don't actually need the diamond sight anymore at the moment. And there is our first bits of orichalcum. So we're going to take that. And then I do need to repair my pick also before we head back over. We're going to have a lot of XP, which is good because we're going to be doing a little bit of enchanting here soon. I don't know that it'll be this episode, but probably in one of the upcoming episodes. We do need to start getting into enchanting, because we're going to be making some proper gear that deserves enchanting. Now, most of the ruins that you're going to see don't have anything in them. There's only a couple things that, unless you're looking for like blocks of gold, which of course we were last episode, but I will say that the coral, having this available, is going to be super handy. We're going to make use of that. That's not what I was hoping it would be. But most of these structures, like that one, look like they would have something in them, but they don't. So we're just going to kind of ignore those. Some of the statues you can get like a little bit of lapis out of. You can get, like that one over there has got a couple lapis blocks for the eyes. A couple of them you can get some gold out of. Little things like that. But okay, now we do have 2 flying Dutch rat ships. There's one right here. There's one down here. We're going to go ahead and get on that ship real quick, because we're going to kill the flying Dutch rat. Now bear in mind that instead of having to kill all these bosses, you can just get the archaeologist rat and trade him things. Most of them come from the end or from the Guardian Temple though, or the Wither. Basically all the vanilla bosses you can trade those things, or an elytra. I think it's Dragon's Breath, elytra, and then Dragon's Breath, elytra, beacon, and there's something I remember from the Guardian Temple, I think, or the Guardian stuff. Let's pop on board and see what... Oh, we actually got these guys. Cool. Okay, these guys right here, they didn't spawn on the last ship for some reason. These guys drop the swords. Ooh. Eat that real quick. Get my helmet back on. These guys drop the Ghost Pirate hats and the Ghost Pirate cutlasses. We want those. Oh, and more Phantom Membrane. Thank goodness. Because I don't have much of that. Like, literally, I think the piece that we got off the last ship was the first Phantom Membrane that I've gotten this whole series. Because I just sleep. You know, I keep it daytime. So if we can find some of that on these ships, then that's going to come in handy for us, because we do need that. But it's easy enough to farm up as well. So here we go. Boom. And by the end of everything, we're going to need a lot of these boss drops, but we'll probably, realistically, get most of them from the archaeologist rat long term, but because the stuff that's required for those is a whole lot easier, except maybe the elytra. The elytra might be a little bit of a pain. I don't remember which boss drop that replaces, but elytras may be craftable in this pack, so we'll have to take a look. Oh, did he destroy it though? That'll be unfortunate if he did. It's possible it may have fallen down here, because he was kind of in between the floors. Yeah. We may have had our wheel destroyed. So one of the only things I really dislike about this boss is that he does have a tendency to do that and destroy his drops. But okay, we're going to continue on. I see you. Nope, got him. Oh, and we got another Ratlantian automation head. Great. Now, to make the automation core... Okay, that's easy. I do have to keep my eyes peeled. I probably need to go inland a little bit, because we do need to try to find some ratgullow flowers. Which tend to be pretty common. I just haven't really been looking for them. Oh, right over there is actually a structure that I'm looking for. I'm hoping that we can do this without a bow, because the bow that I want, we're going to be getting a bow today, but the bow that I want requires that I get orichalcum. So let's go ahead and climb up to here, and wait a second, doesn't it normally spawn there? I think so. It looks like we got one without the there we go. I think we got one without the boss spawn, because normally it would spawn on this little post right here. Okay, right over here is another one. There's also another flying Dutchman ship right over there. Okay, perfect. This one has one. Now, I'm hoping that we can do this. We can pull this off without a bow. Normally, we would use a bow for this. But, and we're going to be making a bow here shortly, but if we click on the air raid siren, This boss doesn't actually do very much damage, as you can see. He's just kind of a... he's kind of a pain to fight without a bow. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can go get a bow. It's not a big deal, but... yeah, there we go. Ah, wasn't enough because I was swinging really, really fast. But, yeah, it looks like right here. I can maybe get him because he kind of flies in. I mean, you can see I'm not even wearing armor. He's not doing that much with the Aldi. There we go! Haha! We got him. Okay. Now, there it is. We got the biplane wing. It's basically just finding a good spot to kind of sit and wait for him. Now, he should drop. At least there's a chance for him to drop. Or a chalcum. Can be a little bit tricky to find. Oh, we did get it. We got 36 nuggets. Which is actually plenty for what we need. So, there we go. Now we can get the seeds. So we don't even have to go mining. I don't think he drops 36 all the time. I think we just got kind of lucky there. It's a sea serpent. Okay. I have no armor, but that's fine. I've got Confit Bialdi. You don't even need armor when you have Confit Bialdi. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That happens. So, for future reference, Leviathans can kill you, even with Confit Bialdi. That's fine. I need to come back and make some armor anyways. But yeah, normally you kind of kick back and pop him with like an arrow or two. And that boss goes down super easy. But I forgot to make a bow whenever I was here, and it was like, well, I'm going to make a bow here soon anyways. So I was like, well, I'll just wait. Should I do the slash back? Okay, we actually got our stuff. Great. I don't want to be wearing that. No thanks. I made boots instead of a helmet. Whoops. So that's a bad idea. I need to quit poking him, I think. Let me just make a bow. I can take him out really easy with a bow. Those sea serpents hit extremely hard. Yeah, this should be safe. No, you're not going to land snake over here. Not about to happen. That's a big one too, so he's got a lot of health. Yeah, he's dug himself a little bit of a hole there. Whew, gosh. It's going to take me a stack of arrows to take him out. This might be a terrible, terrible idea, but... let me throw that on. Let me throw on some rest of my armor here. Well, I can actually survive his hits, so... oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! He still has 805 health. 16 on... oh my gosh, it's impossible. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Like it's an impossible task. At the moment. I mean, they have like 1,000 health. They're like so buffed up in this pack. I love it. Because I don't believe that that's default config. Even though that's a massive sea serpent, so he's bound to have a lot of health. I feel like he had to have had probably 1,000 because I shot like 50 arrows into him. And he still had, and smacked him a bunch with a sword, still had that much health. That's incredible, actually. Okay, so at this point, let's pop back home real quick. And let me... actually, let me just pop over to here. Let me dump off most of these things. And let's get a couple things. We're going to kill another boss. Ooh. Don't actually have enough emeralds, but that's okay. I got emerald bees, so that's good. And we're going to get some orichalcum seeds up and going real quick also. But I'm going to get that running real quick. Okay, now let's go ahead and make a... Oh, rat glove petals. I haven't found them yet. I have not found them yet. I'll have to go back and see if I can find some. But really quickly, let me get... So let's see. Orichalcum seeds. This makes essence. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. I didn't notice... These, they can't be used. Like the seeds make the essence, but we can't do anything with the essence. Okay, I wonder why that's added with no recipe. Okay, so in that case, yeah, we're not going to be making those. It's going to make things a little bit more difficult because we are actually going to need a ton of orichalcum. Of course, if we had a digital miner, that wouldn't be a problem. We could easily get that. But since we don't have that, I think... Actually, I think I've got a plan for what we're going to do, though. First and foremost, I do need to find some rat glove. Though I'll tell you what, an easy way probably to get that. Let's get ourselves that. Let's get that. Let's break this down. Head back over. Because I know whenever you bone meal the ground, you can get those rat glove flowers also. So we're just going to do some bone milling and see if we can pull some up that way. Since it's not, we're not really finding it naturally or having much luck with it naturally. Yeah, for some reason it seems like the rat glove, I'm not getting it. We may have to try to find an archaeologist. Normally it spawns and it's fairly common. We're getting a lot of these though, I'll tell you what. Thought I was going to have to actually work for those, but I'm not really having to. Normally they spawn pretty common. Like it's like the flower that you find here. You know, it's like not an uncommon thing. But I've been seeing a lot of poppies and dandelions here, and no rat glove. Oh, there's actually I'll tell you what. Since I need the orichalcum, we're gonna go ahead and spawn this boss. And before I do, I'm gonna take off my armor though, because he's just kind of an armor breaker. And yeah, see, boom, 2 shots, he's dead. Super easy with a bow. A whole lot easier than without a bow, to be sure. Alright, so there we go. We are up to a whopping 9 orichalcum. And that may be the best way to farm orichalcum. I only got 1 biplane wing. Honestly, I bet we got... Normally you only get 1, to be fair. And I think we probably got 4 because we killed it with the cleaver with looting. That's probably the reason we got so many. Okay, I found some. As soon as I started coming inland and like seriously searching, I'm starting to notice it. But for some reason the bone meal is not working, which I thought that used to, but maybe not. Maybe you just have to find it naturally. I did look that you can't grow this in a botany pot, unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd be growing it because we're going to need a bunch of it. I hear you. I don't see you. Hey, we got another one. Oh, there you are. Oh, we got a rat toga. Haha. So we can dress up our rats in little togas now. And I got enough arrows. There we go. I should have taken my armor off, but that's okay. There we go. Boom. Yeah, so he basically survives 1 arrow with like 1 HP. And then you gotta pop him 1 more time. A little bit more orichalcum. We got a lot of aviator helmets building up. Honestly, I think this is gonna be the best way for us to farm orichalcum. Just kill this boss like 40 times and we'll be good. The Vial of Consciousness also is gonna take rat glove petals. Not to mention I really need I need like 3 of these things. Just for like some initial stuff. Okay, but we got enough for 1 fight. So there's that. We're going to take and do that. And then we are going to surround that with marbled cheese and get our Ratlantian automation core. Okay, so we're going to spawn this boss right up here. Let's go ahead and peel away a bit of this. And this boss should be fairly easy, I think. We're going to take that. And we are going to build basically a golem. And in the middle is going to be our automation core. Lay it out just like so. And then we should be all set. Let's go ahead. Nom on that. Why are you not spawning, guy? There it is. Okay. Oh, don't knock me back towards that Leviathan. There we go. Come on down here. Now this guy's got 300 health. He actually does quite a bit of damage, but as long as we keep our food up and find something like this to keep us from getting knocked back, we can pretty much just hang out here and smack him to death. Super easy boss fight as long as we've got the food. The food is OP. The food makes pretty much every fight in this pack probably. Well, except Ice and Fire. Ice and Fire will wreck your face. But at least as far as the rats mod, we can just pretty much just soak these attacks like they don't matter in iron armor unenchanted. So there we go. And we got 3 arcane technology. Oh man, I'm loving the sword. Normally this is a single drop. So getting a bunch of these is actually going to be really, really nice. And he chopped through everything. And with a few more emeralds, we could do that fight again. But honestly, 3 arcane technologies going to be good for a little bit. Yeah, we might actually just go ahead and take on that other boss today. But let me pop back home first. And we did already get the things that we needed for our item transfer system, which is a lot of this ectoplasm type stuff. That was actually really, really quick, but I figured, well, since we're going there, we may as well do a bit more. Now, let me get this. And we are going to make ourselves a bow of Ratlantis. Yes, we can make it... Oh, do we not need... For some reason I was thinking we had to use a wooden bow. I thought it went in the middle. But we're going to get a bow of Ratlantis. There we go. And this bow is actually pretty powerful. Especially once we enchant it. But for right now, we're just going to be rocking it unenchanted. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and get ourselves a single piece of armor as well. Probably just going to go with the chest. Because that's... it's actually a pretty big bump. Let's see, the chest is arcane technology. Yeah, we're going to go with the chest. Each of these pieces of armor require a different boss drop. So, the only one that we don't have is the psionic rat brain, which will be the boss that we're going to be fighting next. That takes the biplane, that takes the ship wheel. And we'll go ahead and throw that on. This is going to give us the chance to spawn spectral rats whenever we're attacked as well. So it's going to increase our damage output. Okay, now I don't need this or this. And really not that either. I am going to need a couple more rat glove petals though. Vial of Consciousness. We're going to need 6 Spirit Flames, Feral Rat Claw, set of rat glove petals, and a glass bottle. Alright. And we've got everything for this except for we need 2 more petals. So, but we came this far, we may as well try to get the last boss knocked out. And then we just kind of have to, at that point, we just have to farm Orichalcum to make the rest of the armor sets. And maybe kill the bosses a few more times because there's a few of the items that we're going to need. Again, like I only have 1 ship wheel. But if I can get by with waiting until we have flight to fight it again, that would be ideal. That way we don't blow up our items again. But we'll see. Oh, we do have a boss over here, though. There we go. Easy as pie. Oh, wow, only 7. Only 7 nuggets from that one, though. There we go, and there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get that. And basically what we have to do is these guys right here. We gotta smack one of them with the potion. So There we go. There's the boss. Actually, a kind of a bad place to get stuck in. Okay, there he is. This boss can be an actual pain. To try to hit. Yeah, I hit him one time. I don't know if I brought enough arrows for this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to back him up into a corner. So, actually this might work alright. There we go. You stay right there. No, you don't gotta go away. Stay right there. Just stay right where I can get you. That's all you gotta do. Ah, he's back on the run again. Probably best if he does that, just back off. Yeah, there we go. No, I'll come down eventually. Oh wow, look at these fountains that he's made. There we go. If you can ever get him in a corner like this where he can't get away, it does make him a whole lot easier. Jungle actually pretty good for him because he gets stuck on like everything. If he gets in the open water, it becomes a little bit more difficult, as you saw, trying to chase him down. But this food, of course, makes everything alright. There we go. Boom! And we did not get his drop. Awesome! Okay, well that was the boss. He can drop the psionic rat brain. I don't know. I'll probably just wait to farm him again until I get the rat glove petals, because I'm gonna have to farm rat glove petals and Ratlantian spirit flames, because I don't have enough of either of those, and it's not like I'm ready to make the helmet just yet. Anyhow, so also if we had like a small room and spawned him in a room, that would probably be the easiest way. Just get him backed up in a corner and kill him there. Doing it in the underground too is a whole lot better, in my opinion. But doing it above ground a little bit harder of a fight, because if he escapes, he can run off pretty far. But yeah, that's the 4 bosses of Atlantis. So we do still have the Black Death to do from rats, but we'll get to that. We will get to that. But like I said, the main thing that I was after, as far as progression goes, was all this ethereal stuff from the Ghost Pirates. But I know it's about wrapping up point 4 of this episode, so we're going to wrap this one up here. Next episode, when we come back, we are going to be setting up our resourceful bees with full item transfer and everything, and kind of getting that up and going, so we just have those kind of passive resources coming in. And then, honestly, I think after that we might turn our attention over to some enchanting and gearing up, because I want to get the rest of the Ratlantis set, and I want to make sure that it's not going to break on me, and then get it enchanted, because this is actually going to be really good armor until we get up to, like, you know, dragon steel or something like that. This will be really good armor, and probably our long-term armor, honestly, because it kind of fits our build. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.